It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm Bob Reckenwell. This is Scooter. Grumps.
Whoop, whoop.
Scott Callis.
I was there.
I was trying to play.
I was there. I held off.
I was trying to pull an audible. Trying to get you to jump off sides.
I was trying to psych you out.
Yeah, I was trying to get you to jump off sides.
I was ready.
Yep, you was ready.
I was ready today.
By golly. Spend half the night here, or did you just go ahead and bring your pillow?
I spent half the night here. I get it. We had the Lions Club auction. Last night was the final night, and it was down to the wire. I mean, we were pushing. You know, it got down. You were getting rid of an item a minute at the end. I mean, it was just boom, boom, boom. But the good part is, by that point, people have bidded online so much that most of the items that came up were at value, and they hadn't been bidded on in a long time because people already bidded it up online.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it at value, but I would call it.
Well, some of them were up there.
100%.
Well, no, there were some that a lot of them went $1 over. Somebody bidded $1 over on things, and that was a blessing. I mean, that was awesome. But yeah, it was right down to the wire. We bring it up and give everybody a couple minutes if they wanted to chime in. If they didn't, that item was gone and moving on. I mean, it was going pretty quick, but we got down to the wire. We got it done in the last few seconds, and it actually was really, really well. I do believe that they hit a record. They said this year. As far as money,
they want you to say that on air.
I think they're pretty open about that. I don't think that they're.
I guess if you say they don't like it, you'll know shortly.
Something to be proud of.
Yeah, it is something to be proud
of. She sent me a thing on that. I was looking for it, and I just had it open. There we go. During the auction, they made on the auction itself $25,650, and then another $3,856 in cash donations and nightly sponsors, bringing their grand total to $29,506, and that is a record for them. I was going through. She sent out things like, during the course of those 4 days, they sent out 1,667 text messages. And you probably got some of the you've been outbid.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I didn't get too many that said you have won, but I got a lot of them that said you've been outbid.
Yeah.
Which is my whole purpose of bidding in the first place. Oh, by the way.
And then a bunch of emails that were sent out. She just listed out a bunch of stuff that was pretty funny. And the problem is here, once it gets going from my end, unless it was during the night that they were doing the pictures and stuff that we constantly had to switch cameras, it's kind of boring. You're just sitting here, listening to it, and then I'm hitting a button every now and then. So I should have never been left with my phone, because I'm going in there, I'm bidding things up. I'm like, well, this guy wants that, but I ain't going to let him have it for that. And I'm bidding things up, and before long, he quit bidding. So, you get caught with some things that you didn't really need, but you had a lot of fun doing it. So.
Did your son get the tool chest?
I don't think so.
I had one item left on your bids list last night, and I had some companies, so we're visiting with the company. My watch vibrates. I don't even look at it, so I figured, well, I've been outbid on that item. I'll go ahead and slide in and pay attention to what we're talking about. Type in a new bid. Well, I outbid myself. And the next vibration I got, I won it.
For more than what you needed to pay for it. But.
Yeah, but that's okay. All goes to a good cause. Congratulations to Mountain Home Lion Club on a very good, successful auction again this year. More thanks go to the donors.
Yes.
The people that put up the items for auction. And a great congratulations and thank you go out to the people that did the bidding to win those items, that actually spent the money to get that wrapped up and done.
And the people that volunteered either time.
Boy, all the volunteers that they had in here
and
throughout the year, the guy that collects our stuff, Mr. Glenn Preby, he comes out by Jim Brown Company every year. He starts in September.
Yeah.
I can expect a phone call right around Labor Day, because here he comes. He's ready for his stuff.
Yep.
So, and we gladly give it to him. Anyway, we've got a big show today, so we've got to get started. It's time for the morning prayer, brought to you by Hospice of the Ozarks. 870-508-1771 is their number. Greg Wood and his staff do a wonderful job with hospice care. They'll be glad to answer any questions that you might have about hospice. They've been serving Baxter, Marion County since 1979. They'd be glad to serve you as well. And now the morning prayer. Lord, we just thank you for the day that you've given us, Lord. We just thank you for all that you do for us in our lives. Lord, we just pray that you will bring home our troops safely and soon, Lord, with the change of administration. Lord, we hope that that happens sooner than later. Lord, we just thank you for what you represent to us as a nation. Lord, we just pray for our nation that we will get on a new path or a right path and put you back as being first. Lord, we just pray for our students and our student athletes today as they have a big day at school and we have a big ball game. The visitors coming in, we just pray that you'll send travel mercies with them and keep them all safe. Lord, we pray for our first responders, our EMTs, the fire, police, all those that protect us on a daily basis. And we just thank you for all of those. It's in your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Hospice of the Ozarks, 870-508-1771 is their number. Give them a call if you have any questions about hospice care. We'll be back after a quick word from Bob and Linda Zdora of the Z Team, Century 21 LeMac Realty.
Hi, I'm Bob Zdora of the Z Team. I'd like to share something with you. Our team didn't need to reach everyone to be considered successful. We only needed the power of one. One person who was delighted with the way they were treated, helping them to reach their real estate goals. One person who told another person who told another, and so on. So if you're ready to buy or sell real estate, the Z Team would like to be your one. Give us a call. 870-405-0793, Century 21 LeMac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for lake levels, dam reports, and all the weather updates brought to you by Bob and Linda Zdora. The Z Team, Century 21 LeMac Realty, 870-405-0793 is their number. Retiredtoarkansas.net is their website. If you go there, click on live views. This is what you see today. A little bit on the froggy side.
A little bit. We've seen worse.
But it's still pretty cool. It's a little froggy.
Let me look at this one here. Yeah, you can still see the water a little bit.
Yeah. With all the generation that they've got going on, I'm surprised the water's not any higher than that.
Yeah, I know.
However, what you're looking at is the beautiful White River from the Marion County, Arkansas side back into the Baxter County, Arkansas side. It's the city of Cotter underneath all that fog at the baseball field, the city park, the Rainbow Bridge to your left. Behind it is the old Trellis Bridge. The Contractors Trust is off to your right by the Railroad Museum as well. Way off in the distance in the deep fog is Mountain Home on the right-hand side. And
There's off the distance.
that's off the distance. That would be the Missouri shot, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think so.
Which state of Missouri would be straight ahead on a clear day. It's still there, but you just can't see it as well. And then off to your left would be the city of Bull Shoals. We'll let Scooter let that click through. I'll run through some temperatures currently in Mountain Home. In Mountain Home, Harrison, Batesville, all come in at 39 degrees today. Yellville is 34, Marshall is 32, Salem is 35, Mountain View at 32, Calcarock at 39. Let's see, West Plains, Missouri is at 35. Springfield, Missouri is at 34, St. Louis, Missouri 35, and Poplar Bluff, Missouri is 37. By golly, by golly. We'll let the radar catch up to us here in just a second. And there we go. We'll click over to the radar.
Yep.
Currently on the radar, we've got some of that snow action going through Nevada and Idaho and Oregon. We've got some rain over on the East Coast, but central United States is all clear. Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, Illinois, Iowa, Nebraska, Kansas, and Oklahoma, all clear. Got some snow up in Canada. Dense fog, heavy fog going through the central United States there, Missouri, Iowa, Minnesota. We have a freeze warning in northwest Arkansas. That's a little different. We have a heavy freeze spray warning in Oklahoma, and we got a lot of cold stuff coming across from the west. A little bit chilly this morning, 39 degrees here in Mountain Home. I'm going to get up to about 65. 7-day forecast looks like this: 62 for a high today and sunny, mostly clear and cold tonight at 38. High tomorrow 62. 45 for the low tomorrow night. Sunday high 68 with a low of 56. And Monday 68 with a chance of rain, a low of 50. And then Tuesday sunny and 65. Tuesday night low of about Oh, 42. Wednesday's going to be a high of 53 on Wednesday with a low of 34. And then Thursday will be a high of 43 degrees. Going to be a little bit chilly toward the end of next week. Lake levels and dam reports. Lake Norfolk, 568.05, which is 16.05 above full pool of 552. Currently generating 2 at this time and 900 cubic feet per second through the spillways. That's a lot of water when you get to figuring it up. Lake Bull Shoals, 660.28, which is 1.28 above full pool of 659, currently generating 5 at this time. They're keeping the lake level pretty nice, but boy, they're putting the water in the river. That's the lake levels and dam reports and all the updates brought to you by Bob and Linda Zdora, the Z Team, Century 21 LeMac Realty. 870-405-0793 is their number. Retiredarkansas.net is their website. These are realtors you can recommend to your friends. They're busy, but never too busy to help you. Give them a call, 870-405-0793. We'll be back with community news and happenings in just a moment.
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 Series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for community news and happenings brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals. 870-425-3434 is their number. Highway 62 Southwest at Buford Road. You'll see a sea of blue, New Hollands. You'll see the Kubota. What color is Kubota?
Orange.
I see. Good thing you're here.
Coming from somebody colorblind.
Yep.
No, Kubota is Kubota orange.
Kubota orange.
You bet.
Skaggs yellow.
Yep.
Skaggs are yellow. I got that down, Pat. Skaggs are yellow. Good time of the year to be buying a mower.
It is. It's very end of the season. Everybody's going to start wanting to get rid of this year's models for next year's. And I bet you go in there and get a heck of a deal on about anything out there now.
Yep, sure enough. The big news was last night's wrapping up of the Lions Club. All done. Record-breaking year. Again, thank you to everybody that bid on items, those that donated items, and all the volunteers that came in and worked the auction. I know they had a good time here, and they're glad to see it over with, I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
The next thing coming up is the Culture Celebration of Lights lighting ceremony at Keller Fountain. It'll be at 6 o'clock. I think that starts at about 5:30. Is that right?
I think so.
I know the race will begin at 6. I think the Celebration of Lights will start at about 5:30. And they're doing a Candy Cane 5K, which is sponsored by ASU Mountain Home Alumni Association. All this money goes towards scholarships that they put out. The registration right now is about $35. I think that's what they told us the other day. Look for one of these
As long as you
posters.
do it early. If you wait till the day of, it's going to be 40.
If you
So,
do it on the
yeah.
day of, it's going to be 40. If you do it between now and then, it's 35. If you see one of these posters hanging around town, break out your iPhone or your smartphone and click on this little QR code right there. It'll give you all the details about what's going on, all the full event, and where you can register right there. The Candy Cane 5K, put on by Pirate Perry's Events, right?
Yep.
Pirate Perry's.
And they'll have a 1K walk. They call
Fun
it
run, fun walk.
and high five or something. They
Yeah.
call it. Yeah.
In other
Which
words,
is pretty cool.
buy a T-shirt.
Yeah.
T-shirt and a high five. There is a tailgate at the Plain tonight at the high school. I believe that's, let's see what time that's going to start. 5:30 that'll start. It's been 16 years since the Mountain Home Bombers have been in the first round, hosted a first round of the playoffs. And boy, it's exciting stuff for sure. They're going to be playing Sheridan. We'll talk about that more in depth when the coaches get here after a while. The chain game for the Mountain Home Bomber football team has been doing for 50 years.
That's awesome.
That's a long time.
That is awesome.
Carl Doty, Dick House, Rocky Fertizzi have been part of the Mountain Home Bombers. Were part of the Mountain Home Bomber chain game from 1974 to 1991. They passed it on down to some, David Hopper, Mark Gower, Buster Bodenhammer, Bob Bird. They did it from the 90s to the 2000s. And then today's chain gang are David King, Josh King, and Buster and Bailey Bodenhammer. So, yeah, a lot of good time there. A lot of dragging the chain, as they say. Big ball game tonight at Barmer Stadium. I'd get there early. You have to buy your tickets online to be able to attend that game. So make sure that you go online and do that. Find one of those little QR codes. If any questions about that, call over to the athletic department's office there at the school. They'll be glad to help you with that as well. So, you got anything you want to pick up here, Scooter?
No, that was it. Just make sure people know you can't buy tickets.
Cannot walk
at
in
the
and
gate.
expect to buy tickets. You've
Got to go through AAA.
Got to do it online. Community News and Happenings brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn. You're watching XL7-TV, the morning show. We'll be back with This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zdora.
Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
For all things glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
Hello from your Z team, Bob and Linda Zdora, executive brokers at Century 21 LeMac Realty. Thanksgiving is our favorite time of the year. It's the one holiday whose name itself focuses on the theme of the day, giving thanks.
Please take time to treasure and thank all the people in your life. Give special thanks to God for the freedoms and liberties that we enjoy in our community and our country. We do.
We wish you all a blessed Thanksgiving holiday.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for This Week in Real Estate with Mr. Bob Zdora. You're all bombered up.
Dude, you got, if you don't do it now, no reason to do it, you know? We got, what, 3 games left?
Well, we've got tonight.
Yeah.
First round of the playoffs against Sheridan.
Yeah.
Next week, second round of playoffs against Little Rock Catholic. Third round of playoffs will be Greenwood back at Greenwood.
There you go.
And then the finals
Well, then
at War Memorial, December the 5th.
Cool. Excellent.
I like our chances.
Excellent. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Kids look good. Coaches look good. That's all, you know. They played very well this year.
We've had a change in regime. We've got the new president-elect, and he's moving and shaking already.
Yes, he is.
Things are stirring up.
Yep.
What's stirring in the real estate business?
People still coming. People come, you know, phones ringing. People put a house in on Monday, was under contract Wednesday. You know, stuff is still moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
Things that are coming up, sold before listed type things. You know, agent talks to somebody, says, we were thinking about, and, well, you know, I got a guy. And boom, get things set up, and they work. That's a good thing.
It is a good thing.
But the market's been, it's still been moving forward. It's been, few more houses than last year. Last week it was funny because the number was exactly the same for how many it sold last year and this year. But we're up a little bit. But the prices were up. I was at the mayor's quarterly meeting yesterday and talked about how they've changed over the years, going from 19 to where we are now. And people were really like, they didn't realize how much the prices and the number of homes had changed over that period of time. COVID was a big draw for here because people were looking to get away from where they were. I think that was part of the fear going into the election. Are we going to leave? Are we going to have to leave? Is this going to happen? Is that going to happen? And so everything just kind of got really snug there for a while. But I think that we'll see things loosen up a little bit. We'll see more people saying, okay, things are good, things are bad, but at least we know we have a better idea of what they're going to be. Because it was obviously two very clear choices.
So many people were using the line of, well, we're just going to wait to see what happens after the election. We're going to wait to see. And it's not just on the real estate world.
Oh,
I
no.
know, folks in the HVAC, well, we're just going to hold off and see what we're going to do until after the election.
Sure. I'm sure you saw it here in advertising and stuff.
Absolutely.
As far as
people are a little bit tighter with their dollar
Yeah.
and not knowing what was going to happen, how it was going to happen. So therefore, they didn't want to spend any dollars, which is good.
Yeah. So it's understandable,
I'd like to throw this out real quick. We had a number of people that were able to move here because of the fact that we had rural high-speed internet.
Yes.
And through the Next network, that made that happen, and it was good timing on that. However, over the last couple of weeks, I've been hearing a lot of folks say, well, you lost your high-speed rural internet. We did not lose our high-speed rural internet.
Right.
What they lost was the television side. The people know
the cable TV
rest
side.
at ease. The cable TV portion of that is gone. However, the high-speed internet is absolutely still there.
Yeah, and having that high-speed internet allows you different options with your television as far as how to watch TV and things like that. So you've got some options that you may not have had before that came in. I know that high-speed internet is really one of the first questions that we get from people when they're asking about the area and what we have. We've had higher speed internet here than a lot of big cities did, especially during COVID. I mean, their speeds were down to like real slow, and we were, Governor Hutchins did a great job with that, with getting that out to the schools and getting the foundation for all of that to get done.
Which makes a huge difference in the world of real estate because folks can work from home. Just the ability to work from home.
I had a guy standing underneath the portico and took his phone out and said, yeah, I can work from here. Okay, I mean that's what brought Jason here. He was able to move here because of high-speed internet. So it makes a big difference for people. It really does. There's a lot of things that people don't really think about of the number of things that we have. When you look at the hospital and the expansion that they're going through now, and they brought in. I was at a meeting, as I mentioned. They brought in 18 doctors. New doctors came in over the past year. I mean that's a big number of different types of things. They're getting the Da Vinci 5, which is like the top of the line thing. He said you can, with the Da Vinci, I guess it fit on your fingers, and you can move the robots. Now he said you can feel with your fingers. You can feel there's a tactile feel to it, and you can, you're not just moving a thing around. You can feel how it feels as it's moving through the organs and stuff.
No way.
Amazing. Yeah. So, and we've got it here in Mount Home. It's really impressive when you think about it. How much we can do here. That towns, I say all the time, towns 3-4 times our size don't have one of between the hospital, the library, the university, the school system. I mean, to have all of those come together. And to be the quality of life that we have, and we talk about that all the time, but that's why people are looking here. That's what they're looking for. And we've got the topography. It's not all, not all Southern Illinois or Ohio where everything is, like this desktop. You know, we've got the rivers, we've got the lakes, we've got the hills and the valleys and things like that. You got different textures of land as you go through. You know, you see it on the pictures from the deck. The hills and valleys and stuff. So that a lot of people from Colorado really relate to how we are here. Now, obviously, we don't have the mountains, but just in general, the general feel for how things are. Like, I guess there's nothing flat in Colorado either.
What seems to be drawing folks here? The quality of life, the environment?
It's the quality of life. It's the water. If you're from the West, and you see the amount of water that we have, and they see it as just kind of going like downstream, like, wait, we could use that, you know, bring that back, hold on to that. They're really amazed. You go by and see the lakes as full as they are, and even before the rain. But because all of their reservoirs, with the droughts that they've had out west, they're really hurting. And to see the amount of water that we have, that really gets their attention. You drive them across either like the 101 bridge or across the dam, and for them to see that much water, it's like, wow. That's the type of thing. I always mention the schools, because whether you got kids in school or not, it's the quality of the kids coming out of that school and the parental involvement in that school, that affects everything else. That's why there's no gangs here. There's know a lot of things here that there are in other places, or if there is some, it's a very small piece of the pie, a few crumbs. It's not a whole slice of the pie. That makes a big difference. That adds to your quality of life. You know, when you go to Walmart and hear some tatted up biker dude holding the door for grandma to let her in, that makes a big difference when people come and they see that. You know, it just really does jump out at you. You know, there's no bottle gangs, there's no graffiti. We're in good shape. Thank you.
Like it.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at some numbers.
This week in real estate, I disappeared. Come back here, you. There you are. This week in real estate, there were 31 new listings came on the market, 3 commercial properties, 12 parcels of land, 16 homes came on the market. That's down a little bit, but I think that was kind of to be expected. The average price coming on the market was from $105,000 to $1 million. 2 of them are taking backups. There were 42 sales, 1 commercial property, 8 parcels of land, 33 homes sold. The 33 homes sold in a range from $52,000 to $740,000. The average sale price this week was $233,000 with 75 days on market. And that came out to $7.6 million in residential real estate closed this past week. 18 properties expired. There were 25 residential price changes. And currently we have 367 homes listed on the MLS, and you're able to just walk in and buy. Year-to-date comparison. For 2024, there's been 978 homes have sold, 90 days on market. The average sale price this year has been $241,000. In 2023, there had been 970 homes that sold, with 86 days on market, with the average sale price at $228,000. In 22, there was 1,055 homes sold with an average sale price of $220,000. 2021, there was 1,135 homes sold. The average sale price in 2021 was $199,000. In 2020, there was 1,072 homes sold with an average sale price of $167,000. In 2019, year before COVID, there were 997 homes that sold, 132 days on market. The average sale price was $148,000. So, I mean, it just shows how things have gone, and it's supply and demand. Bigger homes being built, bigger homes being sold, and just the cost of construction, the cost of all that adds up. You know, the labor market, so it forces the prices up even on established homes that have already been built. There's more of a market for them, and that pushes that up. And it's all supply and demand. It's just really pretty basic economics. Interest rates are in the mid-6s. We'll see what happens with that. You know, I mean, there may be, you know, low 6s, high 5s may be a goal now. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't think if we get back into the 3s, something's gone desperately wrong, something else, and they're trying to jumpstart the economy again. So, sometimes, oh yeah, we need to be 3%. Yeah, but that means something else has occurred for that to happen. There's a cause and effect with everything, especially with finance, especially with real estate.
But it's there.
It's there. Yes, it is. And we're moving forward. We're blessed with a lot of great clients who recommend us, who aren't afraid to tell their neighbors, who tell somebody in church, who tell, somebody who mentions they're in, the mill having dinner with somebody, and somebody mentions that they're going to be looking to sell their house, and the guy says, hey, you need to call Bob and Linda. They sold us, they represented us when we moved here. They were our realtor. Those are the kind of things those are priceless. I mean, we advertise here, obviously, we're in a lot of different things that we do, but that word of mouth is truly priceless. You just can't beat it.
As your commercial says, it only takes one.
That's right. And that's what it's all about.
How do they get you?
Call Linda. She's at 870-405-0793. The website's retirettoarkansas.net. Take a look at that. Although the whole MLS is on there. But the best thing to do is to call her. She's licensed in Missouri. Darlene's licensed in Missouri. Reese takes care of our stuff down south, down in Calico Way and Marshall, things like that. And we're here to help you out. Sam's working. He's a military
What's your
relocation
hours, Bob?
professional. My hours, we never close, Bob. We're sitting there. I had to go to a Republican meeting in Marion County. I got home 8:30 or so, and Linda's sitting on the sofa, going through some stuff on the tablet, and sure enough, phone rings. Wait, I got to go in. She's talking to the guy on the phone, and goes into the office in the house, and gets online, looks up what it was he wanted. We never close. That's what we do.
It's part of it.
Yes, it is.
It's been This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zdora. 870-405-0793 is her number. Retiredtoarkansas.net is her website.
Go Bombers.
Go there, click on MLS listings, see what's available, and pick up your phone. Call Miss Linda. Don't call Bob. Call Miss Linda. 870-405-0793.
Yep.
We'll be back Football Friday in just a moment.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as it would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite, climate-controlled, and air-filtered boarding facility in the area, with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Providing caring, compassionate services at an affordable price is our goal at Connor Family Funeral Home. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that treats our friends and neighbors just like family, with a wide range of services and options to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area. Connor Family addresses all the details with no hidden fees, so you can rest assured that you are treated like family for a more personalized and worry-free service. That's Connor Family Funeral Home, where compassion and affordability meet, located in Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry. Come be a part of our dental family.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Experience the best in Mexican dining. Letty's in Gassville. Voted numerous times as the best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Come out for delicious breakfast served all day. Or enjoy an authentic Mexican lunch or dinner. $1.49 tacos on Thursday. 10% discount for seniors every day. No time? Call Letty's and have your to-go order waiting for you. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties, weddings, holidays, or big events. The best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Letty's in Gassville.
Welcome back to the morning show. This is Football Friday on XL7-TV. Coach Steve Arias with me this morning. We're talking Mountain Home Bomber football. Coach Ari, first of all, congratulations on a 8-2 regular season for a regular season wrap up for your Bombers.
Appreciate it. That's our first goal.
First box is clicked.
Yeah.
Second box, we came up a little bit short. You wanted to play against Greenwood for a conference championship, so that box is clipped as well.
Yep.
We just did not come out on the top side of that.
Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts and worries about last Friday night's game against Greenwood?
There's not a lot of worries. Obviously, I got to adjust the defensive scheme a little bit. Archer is a lot faster than I thought he was. I thought we ran well as a defense.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. We're going to have to go back to the drawing board on that. But we let him break contain, and anyway, I got to be a better coach.
You can't take anything away from Greenwood at all. They're a very, very good, well-oiled machine, as they say. Yeah, Kane Archer is probably the best quarterback in the state that I've seen play this year, and he's just a junior. Does very good ball handling. The rain was tremendous over there. I mean, it was not tremendous, horrendous. It was terrible. We got 3/4 of an inch of rain in about an hour and a half. That affects our game. We held them 14 points first half. I don't know that another team's done that this year.
Well, the rain helped us. We feel like we're decent in the box, and we did play pretty good box defense, and they didn't have to throw the ball as much. But at the same time, when the rain quit, we didn't defend the pass very good, and we didn't pressure very good. And the one thing that got us repeatedly was just him breaking contain. I thought, I don't know. I got to go back and reevaluate. But yeah, 14 points was good and a half. We had a couple, 2 or 3 opportunities to get in and get scores, and we didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to have to cash in too. I mean, it's not all on the defense. We're going to have to score some points to be in that game.
When you get down in the red zone on both ends of the field in the first half of the game, you score both of those, or even just score one of those. It's a different game.
Yeah.
Take a little bit of their zing out of the program, and it's a different game.
Yeah, and momentum's strong, and we finished the half with snapping the ball over the head of the holder. That's what I'm trying to say. So that's how that played out. So we just didn't.
How were the boys' attitudes? Were their daubers down? What was their attitude coming in Monday?
They were good. They were ready to go back to work. Another box we wanted to check was get a home playoff game. And
got that one too. So you got 3 boxes checked.
We got that one done, and now it's time to win it. And they've been good all week.
When you build yourself up for a big game like Greenwood, and you go into their house, and it's hard to win in their house no matter what. You've got the weather working kind of in our advantage, but it hurts you as well. And you come out and you don't win that ball game. Is it the coaches that keep those boys pumped up, or is it your senior leadership that keep them pumped up and looking forward to the next game?
Well, I think it's your seniors. I mean, we try as coaches, but I don't know how effective we are. Obviously, motivation is a little bit external, but most of it's internal, you know. So that's my thoughts on the situation. I think our seniors they're having fun. They're excited. They're ready to keep playing.
Did you have a good week in practice this week?
Yeah, they had a good week.
And with you had a few guys go out not 100% at the end of the game. I know you had a lineman that went down. You had your split end that went down. How are they looking for tonight? Don't know.
They're all right.
Okay. We shouldn't see any personnel changes then. Probably.
We got guys ready to play.
Got guys ready to go. Ready to tear it up. Had a good week in practice, I'm sure.
Yes.
You've got the town is buzzing. This is the first time to host a playoff game since 2008. 16 years, a long time to go without hosting a playoff game.
Yep, I'm glad they're excited. I'm glad we're here and ready to go. I don't even know.
This is probably the best football team to get on the field since 2006. And Scooter, can you cue up Coach Johnson? I reached out to Coach Robert Johnson, who was one of the coaches on that 2006 team, and this is what he's got to say to you, Coach.
Hi, this is Coach Robert Johnson from the coaching staff of 2006 state runner-up Bombers. I'd like to first congratulate Mountain Home Bombers on a great season so far, going into the playoffs. I also want to congratulate them on the 5th straight consecutive playoff appearance. Also, if I recall correctly, the year we went to the state championship, that year in 2006, we also played shared in the first round. So, best of luck and go Bombers.
It's kind of ironic that first time that we hosted the playoff game in 16, 18, a bunch of years, 16 years, it's Sheridan once again coming to town.
I hope it's the same result.
41-0 was the results of that game in 2006.
I don't foresee a shutout tonight. They're good on offense. They're good.
You can't let their record be the deterrent on tonight's game. You can't let that decide because I think they're 3-7. And they got walloped by El Dorado last week, 84 to something. It's a big score.
Yeah, it was close. I think it was 20-point spread at the end of the third quarter, but halftime it was close.
Mm-hmm.
They got on some onside kicks, made a 20-point swing right there. Score, onside, score. And what happens is you can't ever get comfortable with these guys. They got too much going on. It's all gas, no brakes.
Are they big?
Yeah, they're big.
Both sides?
Offensive line's really big. And then I've got half a roster on them. The roster I got, it's got some of their weights on it, some of them they don't. So I don't know. I'll just go by what they look like on tape at this point. Fast. They got. I've said
speed.
this before. You maybe see the best running back we've seen all year.
Right.
Again this week, we've done a good job containing people's running backs. This guy here he's the difference maker. He'll get the ball a bunch tonight.
Do you find this bunch of players that you've got this year, they spend a lot of time on huddle, they're checking their film, watching their film like that you'd hope they've been doing?
We got certain guys that do. They're better than the teams we've had in the past, for sure. Yeah, they've invested. They've prepared a lot more than teams we've had in the past.
Doing some things on their own that you kind of expect it, but you haven't seen it.
Yeah, you expect it, but there's a lot of people out there that don't take their craft very serious, and these guys do, and it shows up in their play.
And they're picking up and going, and you can see it. 8-2 record, nothing to sneeze at. Technically we tied as conference runner-ups with Shiloh Christian, Lake Hamilton. We lost it on tiebreaker. So been a great year so far. We got to get the big win tonight.
Yeah, it's just huge.
It's time for a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 LeMac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home. Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
For all things glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home.
Welcome back. Football Friday. Coach Steve Airy, Coach Greg Crow. We're talking Mountain Home Bomber football for the first time in 16 years. Mountain Home Bombers are hosting Sheridan Yellow Jackets coming to town. Kickoff will be at 7, pregame at 6 here on XL7-TV. Big tailgate party at the airplane at 5:30. Coach, you got the town buzzing.
Yeah. I hope the kids stay out of the buzz and stay
focused.
Yeah, they can't get caught up like this is a celebration or anything else. I told them, I said, this ain't homecoming. This ain't all the distractions. I said, you guys stunk at homecoming for the first half. I said, we can't go out and do that tonight, man. We got to limit the distractions, not make this a big freaking deal, and go play some football, because that's all that matters.
You don't want to get behind with Sheridan.
No, that's all that matters at the end of the day, is that we play a good ball game. But our fans are excited. I'm glad they're excited. I hope we play well for them.
Coach Crow, you wrapped up your season last week, and what's going on with your guys in the off season?
We're just we're taking everything up. We're going to get ready to start lifting weights next week. Letting them kind of be kids this week, and got everything taken up and got all their equipment up, and we'll get fired up next week. Start rolling with the 8th graders right there.
You know, you made a very nice post on Facebook last Sunday, and talking about what it takes the community to pull together. You've had a lot of feedback on that.
100%. I mean, and it's true. Like, it's true. I mean, this is one of these deals that town ought to shut down tonight. You know, and I mean, town needs to get behind the kids. I mean, I don't think anybody, to the casual observer, knows the commitment that it takes from the kids and the parent standpoint to get to where they're at. I mean, it doesn't just start when they get to high school. I mean, it starts way before that. I mean, these kids that were seniors when my second day here, I text Coach Airy, I'm like, they're going to be just fine, you know. But I mean, like, and you just look at it like, we were worried about the offensive line when those kids were in junior high. Do we have enough linemen? And now you look at them now, and it's just one of the strengths of football teams. I mean, it takes a lot, and they give up a lot of their time for that. And I mean, and they deserve this place tonight to be buzzing. That's for sure.
You know, it's funny you say that, because I was thinking about that on the way over. You know, I sit here and thought about just how hard the kids had worked.
Yes.
And a lot of kids don't do it. A lot of kids, you think about all the kids that didn't come down the hill.
Mm-hmm.
And if we'd have had those kids and they would have bought in and invested, how good we might even be better than what we are.
Could have, and could have gone the other way too. You know, I mean, you don't ever know. But
it's, at the end of the day, it's a tough job. It's 365 days for about 4 years, 5 years.
I know. I told Coach Taylor,
it's tough work, and not a lot of guys want to do it.
I know it. I told Coach Taylor, and I even told Coach Husky. You know, like our baseball kids that play football have gone from football into last year to straight into spring, and then to go to state tournament, and then they're on the football practice field the day after state tournament last year. So I am creating a baseball dead period for football guys between now and the first year. I'm not letting them come. They need some time off and recoup and heal their bodies and just rest. And I mean, it's just a lot that goes into it. I mean, it's you got to respect those kids that put in that kind of effort.
It's tremendous.
You know, way back 5 years ago when we did our first show here, we were talking about the kids buying in, coming down the hill, staying involved, get into the system, and the parents need to do that as well. You know, we a lot of times we overlook all the assistant coaches that you have and the commitment that they have to make to this program, and the work and the dedication, the extra hours and the doing the laundry and all that stuff that we don't mention a lot of that. But you've got a whole coaching staff that is there on Sundays, and they're late on nights and
Yes.
after ball games, and you know, thank you to all those guys as well.
That's the other piece of it, man. I got to handpick most of those guys. You know, some of them were here, but they had a chance to leave or go. Some of them stayed, some of them went, and I got a chance to get my hands on this guy, and I'm gonna pat myself on the back for a minute. I surrounded myself with a lot of good coaches.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we got a guy too like Brock Vigna who worked for 3 years for free.
Yeah.
I mean, he's here every day. I mean, that's it's a big deal.
We've been blessed to have what we have, and it's just being surrounded by good people. And that's the only way that I can be successful, is have good people around me.
And you can't forget their wives.
Oh.
Most coaches have been married multiple times. The first one usually don't stick around.
No.
And
you love me or you love the game. And, well, guess what?
They got to get used to being second fiddle. You know, back seat when football season's around, and then the wives are awesome. They really are.
Not commenting on this one. I'm staying out of this. I'm just staying out of it, bro.
No need to
impede on this one. I could go, man. I'm good.
Oh, man.
You know, my wife has dealt with me dealing with Bomber football for 29 years in the press box this year, and you know, come September, she knows that you won't see me on Friday. When I left this morning, I said, I'll see you in the morning.
I'm glad you showed up.
Wow.
I was needing a laugh, man. I went to work at 3:30 this morning.
At 3:30?
Couldn't sleep. I just got up and went to the office.
Hey, I am who I am, you know.
I need a laugh.
Let's talk about your trip in this morning.
Well, I would like to report that there were 2 semis in the left lane impeding traffic, and I had to pass in the right lane. That was very dangerous, and I did not actually know I was supposed to be here this morning. I got a text from someone, and then I got one from you. Said, like, where are you on the show? I'm like, I didn't know. But I can blame it on the fact that in Boone County there were 2 cars impeding traffic, and they were not written a citation, so I don't know.
However, being in Boone County, Coach, you know, you pass them on the right, and you just said that on television.
I did.
And they do watch this show in Harrison, so you'll probably get a ticket.
I probably will get a ticket going home today.
For passing on the right.
I've got to go get the girls and bring them back for the game, so I will probably be pulled over 2 to 3 times on the way home.
The outlaw.
You know, I actually get pulled over more driving a hybrid battery-powered vehicle than I ever did driving a car that can actually run. So I don't know if there's a coincidence in that deal or not. You know, I've been accused of driving really slow, but I mean, it's something. I got pulled over one time for a crack in my windshield. I don't know how you see that from the side of the road, but I mean, hey, you know, who knows?
Coach Crow is the head junior high coach, and this group of boys that are now seniors, you've coached them and you've watched them all the way along. What's your take on tonight's game?
I'm happy they got that opportunity. I mean, I told those guys when they got through with their 9th grade year, I said, guys, this the perfect storm sitting here. And like, I tried to really lay it. And I actually went and put both 8th and 9th grade classes on the board, on the computer with a depth chart. And I said, now look at all this. Now I said, imagine this guy doesn't play, and that guy doesn't play, and this guy doesn't play. Now what do you have? But look at what you do have right now. And those ones that stuck it out, I mean, you're proud of those kids. I mean, you're proud of them because, I mean, they've changed. And honestly, and the seniors that came before them were just, I mean, they were bought in too. I mean, it's just a matter of, it takes time. You know, I know Joe Wells says it takes 3 years, and I think you probably say the same thing. I mean, we've had a lot of good seniors come through before these guys. But it just takes time to build that, you know, hey, we can, you know, we can. And I'm just proud of those kids. And you just see like how Caleb Purdue, Ford's a guy that I didn't know if he'd ever play, and he's great. Yep. I mean, he's absolutely phenomenal. And like Nate's undersized at guard, but I mean, he's just so stinking tough. And I mean, Boxstaller and guys like that. And you could go on and on. You know, I mean, I could sit here and talk about Dunlap but I mean, everybody knows who he is. But I mean, Jacob Chenoweth, I mean, I'm just all those guys. I mean, it's just been, Eli Jones. I mean, he's a guy that has just transformed in the weight room athletically, and the Setzer boys, and then Greninger. I mean, Greninger will be the first one to tell you that me and him didn't get along very well. And, he'll tell you that. Coach Harry will tell you that.
He didn't get along with anybody.
He didn't get along with anybody, but
he's had a monster year.
He walked up to me on the sidelines the other night in the Van Buren game. He said, "Hey, Coach, remember when you told me if I would actually get my head out of my butt that I'd be really good as a junior?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "You were right." I said, "I know." Like I said, but to be honest with you, you're better than what I ever thought. And he's unbelievable. I know Coach Keelan told me, he goes, "Who is that guy?" I'm like, "He's an animal." There's no doubt.
You know, when you mentioned Nate Henderson, number 57, you know, the old saying of it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog.
Yes.
That fits Nate perfectly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he got me in trouble in baseball last year defending one of his teammates. You ain't got to worry about where Nate's at in the middle of a tough situation, that's for sure.
I talked to Alan last week. I know where he gets it.
He does not get it from his mother.
No.
Like, his mother's way too nice. Way too nice.
Take note.
Yes. Yes.
Tonight's the night, Coach. First time in 16 years hosted a playoff game against Sheraton. Last time we hosted a playoff game was against Sheraton. They're going to come in town expecting to revenge that from years ago, and you're expecting they'll go home with their daubers down.
Well, that's the plan. That's the plan. We do what we're supposed to. We got to get on onside kicks. We got to defend 2-point plays. We got to be good on 4th down. The dude does everything to keep the ball out of your hands.
Now, if I remember correctly, he onside kicks all the time.
Yep.
And he never punts.
No.
Very seldom.
Very seldom punts?
Because I know his offensive coordinator I worked with for 3 years.
Okay.
In the other school. So, I mean, I kind of know what their numbers or what they're thinking, and they're thinking 4th down inside their 10, you're going to score anyway most of the time because you're going to have really good field position. So, you know, they go for it. And I know what he was talking about. You just got to stop their momentum. You know, onside kicks are momentum because if you're onside kicking, you've just scored. You know, and so you have offensive momentum at that point for the most part. I know, like in junior high this year, we do it all the time, because we can't kick off. But everyone we got the next one too. We only got 6 all year, but they were all back to back, and they all changed the game. You know, so you got to field those things.
Yep. Steals possessions.
There's no doubt. It puts your defense back on the field most of the time, and they're tired when they got to go. So, you know, you got to field them.
Ready to go tonight, Coach?
Absolutely, yeah. I need a day. I need at least a morning just to go, whew. You know what I mean? I need just a couple hours of decompression. I haven't had that since last Saturday. So,
well, Coach, we appreciate y'all coming in this morning. Coach Crow, thanks for joining us. We'll see you tonight at Bomber Stadium. Football Friday. We'll see you next week.